Have you ever wondered why are you not able to build healthy habits? Even if you tried doing things for 21 days. For example, you did walking for 21 days, or you did some workout for 21 days, or you did running for 21 days, but you kind of skipped that. Or you followed a certain diet or a meal plan or something, but then you skipped that for 21 days. Do you know why does this happen? Have you ever thought about it? Because a lot of people have this myth or misconception which says, if I do this for 21 days, it will become a habit. Now, here is the thing. This comes from a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, in which the author really talks about, it's minimum 21 days for somebody to really make neural connections in the brain, which means build an habit. So 21 days is not a definitive answer, number one. Second, if you actually read Atomic Habits by James Clear, when it comes to automaticity of the habit, which means when habits become effortless, almost automatic, it is usually around 90 days. But here is the thing. Have you ever tried doing something for 90 days and still quit? Do you know why does that happen? And it does really happen. Here is the thing. Habits or consistency in habit comes from congruence. What do I mean? Think about it this way. If you really are not aligned, which means you don't enjoy doing what you're doing, then there are very, very few chances that you're going to build that as a habit. Now think about it. If you don't like the experience of walking itself, or let me give you something which is even more dramatic, which is going to gym. In last week, I spoke to at least 3 of my clients or people who I coach, and a lot of them, have already come back to me and said, when I go to gym, I get intimidated. The machines, weights, people around, actually make me feel insecure. Now, here is the thing. Even if you do that for 21 days or for 90 days, it's still not going to stick. So number one thing is congruence. And when it comes to congruence, it really means what or how does it really align with your identity? And what is identity? Identity, in other words, is also called ego, or in simple words, it's called sense of self, which means how do you see yourself? For example, if you make me run, okay, irrespective of how much stamina or strength do I have or endurance do I have, I am not going to stick to running. And I've tried that multiple times in my life, and I've been active for 22 years. But here is the thing. I have been doing strength training workout for 22 years now. Okay, either it could be lifting weights or it could be body weight training, but I truly enjoy doing it. And I see myself as somebody who wants to be strong and somebody who is strong. I don't see myself as an endurance athlete or somebody who enjoys running for hours and hours, because the experience of running itself is something I don't enjoy. So if you're going to pick up habits which you really don't feel that it's aligned to your identity, you are likely to give up. Another one, okay, with respect to food or diet is tea. Now, there are lots of talks about, you should not have tea with sugar, you should not have tea with milk, you should not have tea first thing in the morning. Here's the thing. I've been having it for like decades together. I'm 40 years old. So about 20, 30 years I've been having tea. I think I started having when I was in 10th or 12th. And from that time onwards, I have tea as the first thing in the morning. And irrespective of what all the nutritionists, dietitians and all the studies says, it hasn't impacted my health at all. And here is the thing. I did quit having tea completely. No tea, no caffeine, no coffee, nothing. Okay, I did. I have a formula. In fact, I'm going to make a video on that. If you want to get rid of that, you can try doing that. So I have a formula which actually made me, help me quit. And I stick to it for a few months. But then actually got back to it. And this is what tells me, or this is what I want to tell you about. Does it really stick for a long time just because you know what to do or how to do? The answer is no, because for me, waking up in the morning, preparing that cup of tea for myself, sitting peacefully with myself for that 10-15 minutes is very, very important. I see myself doing that every day. And let me tell you, like, I start my day at 6 a.m. in the morning, but I don't wake up at 5:55 or 5:45. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning so that I have enough time to prepare tea, have my tea, get ready, and then start working. I give that 1 hour to myself to really get into my day, because this is what I see myself as. I don't see myself as somebody rushing through that, and starting a day at 6 a.m., just opening up a laptop and start doing work. That's not who I am. And if you try to do anything like that, say for example, not having, beer or alcohol or anything on weekends, or, not going for a party or a social gatherings because you're on diet and all of these things, you will not be able to sustain if you don't see yourself doing that all your life. If you don't enjoy doing it, probably you will, not stick to it. But if you don't enjoy, or if you start enjoying what you do, say for example, say you go for a walk and you actually enjoy the cool breeze, nature. And I would go for a walk, but not a run. So I would go for a 30-40 minute walk. I enjoy probably listening to the music, listening to some ebook, or just be myself, thinking about few things, getting new ideas about everything that I do. So that's something I would stick to, and I can do that for a very, very long time, and I do it. But if I don't, really feel like doing it, or I don't enjoy the process or the experience of something, I will not stick to it. So yeah, coming back and summarizing this is more of a vlog style video that I wanted to create, is that, when you pick a habit, ask yourself, how congruent does this feel to me? Which means, how do I see myself doing this for years together? And if the answer comes, no, I don't see myself, then you're not going to stick to it. But if the answer could be, I don't know, and that could be the case, because sometimes if you don't try, you don't know what to do. And that could happen. If that's the case, I would say give it a shot. Do it for 21 days. Do it for 90 days consistently over a period of time. And when you do that, that's where you will have now a real-time feedback and experience that, okay, if I do this, I enjoy this part of it, I don't enjoy this part of it, and looks like I want to do it for a longer time. If you, then do it. But if you feel that you don't like it, you don't want to do it for a longer time, then it's time to switch. Because here is the thing, when it comes to building healthy habits, getting healthier, doing things, there is not just one way. Okay, there are tons of ways. For example, if it's exercise, you could be walking, jogging, running, cycling, swimming, lifting weights, doing yoga, aerobic, dance, lot of things that can actually make you healthier. And you don't have to just pick the ones that I talked about. There could be other things out there as well. All you have to do is pick the one that you really enjoy doing it, and that's where you will stick to it. Also remember, if you really want to stay consistent, even if you're congruent, you will still need a support system in place. You need system, structure, and schedule to really stick to it. Because if there is no system, structure, and schedule, and you're going to just depend on motivation, it's not going to last longer. So hope you really enjoyed. To sum this up, one, 21 days or 90 days is not enough to be consistent with the habit. The most important thing is congruence. If you feel that you something that you want to do, you feel congruent with it, that's the only habit that you will be able to stick to. And number two is, if you really want to build that, what you want to do is build system, structure, and schedule, which means there has to be a way in which you do it. There has to be structure which supports you doing it. And third, there has to be clear schedule. Just like you have meetings in your calendar, you need to have this too. So this is what makes your habit stick. Hope you enjoyed watching this. If you liked it, click on the like. If you think that somebody needs to watch this, share it with them. And if you want new videos and updates when I release it every week, click on that bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.